How much should you feed your pet tortoise? Perhaps you're a new pet owner, or you're just wanting to check that actually what you're doing is right. So this video is for you. I'm going to tell you the best kind of practices for feeding tortoises and also give you some species specific advice. So make sure you hang around and check your tortoise is not in one of those groups. So overfeeding or underfeeding these guys can lead to serious health problems. It can lead to lethargy, obesity, they can start getting shell deformities, and I know that you don't want that for your pet tortoise. That's why you're on this video. The basic kind of underlying principle that you need to know for feeding your tortoise is that they should have about a shell size every day. So we're talking not the flat surface area, but that kind of domed shape. That's roughly what you should be feeding your tortoise every day. So when you cut up all their food and you were to put it into a little pile, it would roughly equal the size there. She's trying to get away. Say hi, guys. Hello. There are some species variation within this, and I'll go through those in just a little while. But there are other factors that influence how much you should feed your tortoise, and that is the age of your tortoise, the species, the size, the season, and their general activity level. So little baby tortoises need to absolutely be fed every day. They're busy growing and they need all the nutrition they can get. Once they get older, it's okay to feed them a little bit less. Some people feed their tortoise 3 or 4 times a week. We feed Olive every day, and I'd suggest that, but it's not absolutely essential. So babies every day, older adults, less frequency. Their size, of course, the bigger your tortoise, the more they eat, and their activity level. And the season. So if during winter time your tortoise is not quite as active as they normally are, and it's where they kind of slow down, they wouldn't, she's on the move here, they wouldn't need as much food as, say, during the summer months when they were out busy foraging all over the place. Now, there are specific guidelines for certain species of tortoise. One of those is the Russian tortoises. Russian tortoises should be fed 5% of their body weight every day. Now, Russians are small little tortoises, so the best way to work this out is to pop them on the weighing scales, give them a weigh, divide that by 100, times it by 5. You didn't think you were coming for a maths lesson, did you? So let's say our Russian tortoise weighs 200 grams. So we're going to divide that by 100. Which is 2. And then times that by 5 is 10. So they should be fed 10 grams of food a day. Your Sulcatas, which are very big tortoises, need a lot of food. And they should be fed their shell size at least every day. And then you've got the Redfoot tortoises, which are quite unusual for tortoises because they're actually omnivores. They do need some protein in their diet, and they need to get this from fruit or insects. So the recommendation is that you feed them moderately 3 or 4 times a week, and that they have protein included in their diet, so some fresh fruit or some insects for that. Now, one of the ways that you can monitor whether or not you're giving them the right amount of food is by weighing them. Babies, they suggest you weigh them every week, and an adult, young adult, you could weigh monthly. And you can track this as a nice little kind of growth curve and see if you're getting any sudden big increases, or a dropping off even, or a flattening out. And then you can adjust the amount of food you give them accordingly. If you want some advice that wasn't covered in this video, just drop something in the comments and I'll get back to you. And if you are interested in more information on different aspects of tortoise care, check out some of my other videos where I do go through a few of the basic things you need to know.